Clapperboard scene 1. The fear begins. The stage lights were too bright. Ethan stood behind the curtain, his heart pounding like a drum in his chest. The sound of the audience murmuring felt like thunder in his ears. "This is your turn," the teacher whispered. Ethan peeked through the curtain. Hundreds of faces. Waiting. Watching. His hands began to shake. What if I forget everything? What if they laugh? Fear wrapped around him like chains. When his name was called, he walked slowly to the stage. The lights blinded him. His mouth opened, but no words came out. The crowd waited. His throat tightened, and he ran off the stage. That night, Ethan decided something. He was tired of running. Clapperboard scene 2. The decision. Ethan sat alone in his room. The embarrassment replayed in his mind again and again. He looked at himself in the mirror. "Why am I so scared?" he whispered. He realized something powerful. It wasn't the audience he feared. It was failure. And at that moment, he made a quiet promise. "I will not let fear control my life." Clapperboard scene 3. First practice. The next morning, Ethan stood in front of his mirror. His reflection looked nervous. He tried speaking. His voice trembled. He stopped. Tried again, still shaking. But this time, he didn't quit. He practiced for 10 minutes. Then 20, then every single day. Slowly, something changed. His voice became stronger. Clapperboard scene 4. Facing small fear. Ethan asked two close friends to listen to his speech. He was nervous again, but not as much that he stumbled over a few words. His friends clapped anyway. "You did great," they said. For the first time, Ethan felt something new. Progress. Clapperboard scene 5. The empty stage. One evening, he entered the school auditorium alone. It was dark, silent, terrifying. He walked to the center of the stage. His footsteps echoed. "This is just a place," he told himself. He imagined the audience and started speaking to. No one was there. But he spoke as if thousands were watching. That night, fear became smaller. Clapperboard scene 6. The small speech. A week later, his teacher gave him another chance. This time, it was just a classroom presentation. 25 students, manageable. His heart beat fast again, but he remembered his practice. He breathed deeply and began. His voice shook at first, but he kept going. When he finished, the class applauded. It wasn't loud, but it was real. Clapperboard scene 7. The growth months passed. Ethan kept challenging himself. Each speech slightly bigger than the last. Each audience slightly larger. Fear still appeared, but it no longer controlled him. Instead of running from it, he walked through it. Clapperboard scene 8. The big stage returns. 1 year later, the annual school event returned. Same stage, same lights, but different. Ethan S.'s name was announced. He walked confidently. He looked at the crowd, smiled, and began speaking. Clear voice, strong posture, steady breath. The audience listened carefully, and when he finished, they stood up, standing ovation. Clapperboard scene 9. Years later. Years passed. Ethan became a professional motivational speaker. Thousands attended his seminars. People traveled to hear him speak, but before every speech, he still felt a small spark of fear. The difference? Now he smiled at it. Because he knew. Fear means growth. Clapperboard scene 10. The message on a massive stage. Under bright lights, Ethan said, "I was never fearless. I was just willing to face fear every single day." The crowd was silent, listening deeply. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is action despite fear. Thunderous applause filled the hall, and somewhere in the crowd, a young boy decided not to run anymore.